Man, a video after another video within a week? Who am I? Let's get started. Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is ChrisChaotix, and welcome back to Struggles of a Small Streamer, the series where I do kind of a somewhat unedited format of speaking my thoughts and journey through being, where I'm at in streaming. And I just actually wrapped up streaming about an hour ago. It's like almost 11 o'clock at night, and it was a really good stream. In case you're curious, I do stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So go check it out, twitch.tv/ChrisChaotix, link down below. You know the spiel. Let's just get into what we're talking about. So yeah, streams have been pretty good this past week. A lot better than I been having lately, and I mean that in the best way possible. It's just, that's the thing with streaming. Sometimes you just, you have good nights, sometimes you don't have good nights. It's really just kind of a coin flip on what kind of night you're going to be having. Like, for example, I switched it up from streaming what I normally stream and played a different game with friends. And those 4 hours of my stream flew by so freaking fast. And I feel like that's the best thing as a content creator or a streamer, kind of leaning towards streamer, that when you lose track of time because you're having fun, you're enjoying what you're doing, and I feel like that's the best type of content that you can put out when you're losing track of time and you're just having a good time with your chat, with your friends. Everything just kind of lines up, and it's bliss. It's pure bliss, right? But, and this is a big but, what we're talking about today is your personality. And by that personality, I mean how you present yourself as a streamer. Because too many streamers do I watch don't talk about or play games that, they actually enjoy, and things that interest them. I feel like in order to build an audience, you really have to express where you are as a person and who you are. Like I said, too many streamers I find just always want to talk about things that are, popular at that time. For example, there's this person who I do watch every once in a while, and they're just kind of into the latest fad and latest trend, or talking about what's present, and and when they get down to it, like, they just don't talk about anything with passion because they really don't know what they're talking about. Like, for example, me. I like retro games. You can clearly see with my retro game setup back there. I like talking about that kind of stuff. I love talking about games like the PlayStation 1, the Nintendo 64, the SNES, NES, Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, you name it, I got it, I play it. Not always on stream. I'm trying to introduce retro games more on stream lately, but the point is that I like talking about this stuff. And there are the people in my chat that like me talking about it. And I just find that when you talk about something that you're passionate about and you actually like it, that, you show interest in something, eventually, your audience will start to understand where you're coming from, and you start building connections elsewhere, and then one thing will lead to the other, and it's just a good thing. Outside of, what interests you, I feel like you have to have this certain energy, right, to be entertaining or feel like you're entertaining. And one of the biggest things I feel that hold me back a little bit is my energy. Like, my energy goes like this throughout the stream, and it's crazy. I start the stream with all this energy, be like, hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're all having a great week, proper English, whatever, out of the way. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about your personality and how you present yourself. Again, I know a lot of people, it's kind of growing pains in a way, finding your personality on your online personality, because, I am more of myself, I feel like, but I still kind of exaggerate what I find what people would like me to be like, and you kind of have to be an exaggeration of yourself and your personality. Maybe not so much an exaggeration, but an extension of that, right? Like, sometimes I try to be overly energetic, and that's just me as a person. When I'm out and about with friends, a year ago, I was definitely, the energetic person. I would get overhyped about everything, and probably be annoying to a lot of people because, I'm I'm just that way. So when you see me like that on stream, know that it's coming from a real place, but I do tend to be a little bit over exaggerated because that's what gets to people. That's what people remember you by, from your personality. And you kind of have to, as an entertainer, be a little bit exaggerated. I mean, this is a bad comparison, but look at pro wrestlers. You know, they have to be exaggerating because they're over the top, and that's what people remember. So I'm working on that a little bit. It's kind of a hit or miss because my energy levels are all over the place. I need to find a way to maintain the same energy level throughout, you know, the 4 hours that I stream, sometimes more. But I definitely remember at the beginning stages of streaming, I was definitely quiet. I was definitely to myself because, you know, when you're streaming, you're kind of focusing on everything else but yourself and your gameplay, right? You're kind of looking to see how many frames you're dropping. Is my audio good? Is chat talking? I should be worried about that. Who just gifted me a sub? Oh my gosh, my monitor over here is freaking out. There's a lot of things. How does the lighting look? Is music okay? Am I gonna get DMCA'd? There's just a lot of things you have to calculate, and you usually focus on yourself last. So when you know everything's good, and I finally fine-tuned everything after a while, you know, a few months, and I wasn't worried about that anymore, I was able to work on my personality. And it's just growing pains, like I said earlier. You know, you have to experiment with things and see how it lands with people. And if it's a hit or miss, and then if it's a miss, you know, try other things. Try to be more chill, try to be more energetic, you know, different personalities for different people. You know, some people will like this, some others won't, that's whatever, you know what I mean. And it's trial and error, right? And I feel like I've finally gotten my personality down, at least the personality that I want to present and the type of person I am on the internet. And you know, it's still a work in progress. You know, I'm kind of limited here where I live, of how loud and energetic I can be. So I'm hoping when I move in, you know, a month or two that, I can be allowed to be completely myself and be dorky, be loud, be comedic, be energetic, because you should never allow yourself to be limited for the type of content you want to create, right? I feel like that's a lot of people's biggest problems. Is a lot of people feel, you know, they're hitting that capacity and they're hitting their limits. Break that ceiling, break your limits, go beyond, try new things. If you need to move somewhere else, you know, for the sake of your content, if you're going all in, do that. Absolutely. That's what I've been trying to do. And it's been working out kind of lately. So, hey, I'm doing something right. I'm not sure what this gesture was, but I kind of like it. I've been having like this raspy voice lately, so I'm just kind of trying to clear my pipes. It's that time of the year where it's spring officially, and you know that means allergies for me, and oh boy, I can't wait. Man, just if I could take a side tangent here, sidebar, I really hope this summer, you know, spring leading into summer, is really good for all of us, right? Because I feel like we've been cooped up, we've been limited from 2020 going into 2021, so I think it's time for us to finally get back to, you know, or at least adapt to the point where we can be happy and continue our lives, right? I feel like a lot of people are kind of, if not already, getting out of a dark place in their lives, and you know, we just gotta push forward. So getting back on topic, you know, I'm gonna kind of touch on this next subject a little bit, but it's gonna be a main factor of my next video coming out next week. But if nobody's watching your streams, don't think it's because of your personality. It's probably just because people haven't found you yet, right? So experiment with your personality. You know, I definitely did talk to myself a lot during those early days of streaming where nobody was watching, where I had 0 to maybe 1 viewer, you know, those first few months. And it's a good time to experiment to see with what works and what doesn't. You know, you can watch back your VODs, you know, take notes and see what you can work on. You know, you got to kind of take this thing semi-seriously, because if people don't find you entertaining, they're not going to stick around and see what happens. So, you know, you gotta have that engaging personality, whether it be whatever type of personality you're trying to present, you know, work on it. it's like acting, you know. Actors constantly, you know, look at themselves in the mirror and see what works and doesn't. Maybe try doing that at home. Could be weird. Your mom could walk on by and see that you're a crazy person, sure. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do if you want to grow on this, you know, platform. And any content creation platform, you know, you just got to work at it, practice and try things, and hopefully something will stick and you'll be successful. So I think I'm kind of like sticking with this view now, which is kind of like, this is the view I use for stream. The camera used to be over there when I used to film YouTube videos, but it was just a pain to set up lighting, move the camera over there, and do everything. So I think this is the new permanent spot for right now anyways, until I move. I hope you guys enjoy it. The lighting looks decent. You know, I'm still working at it. Speaking of which, the things I'm working on right now on my social media, I just released a new skit on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter. It's the same skit, except on TikTok it's a little shorter because you have to limit yourself to a minute. But on Instagram it's like a minute and 45 seconds. So if you want to watch the full version, check out Instagram. If you want to see the 1 minute version, it's on TikTok. ChrisChaotix across the board. And do remember that I do stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 3 to 4 p.m. Starting off. Link down below. You know where it is. You've heard me talk about this a lot, so I just got pound at home, you know. Maybe not pound. I don't want to punch you, but you know, just slightly pat you on the head and remind you that I do stream on Twitch. And you should check it out because we talk about this kind of stuff all the time over there before we get into the games. And chat is super engaging, and I would really love to talk to you guys over there. If you want to find out what I'm doing, always hit me up on twitch.tv/ChrisChaotix. Well, that's it. That's the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Yeah, I think we hit some good points today, and remember that with everything, including your personality, it's going to take practice and it's going to take work. You got to see what sticks and what doesn't, and hopefully somewhere down the line you'll be successful with whatever you decide to do with your personality. I mean, look at me. I'm still super energetic even after a 4-hour stream, you know. I am on cloud 9, not literally, but you know, I'm feeling pretty good, so I decided to do this right after, and it was a good night. So yeah, hey, hit that like button, subscribe, why don't you, so you can always see when I decide to put a video out. I'm trying to stay consistent. I'm doing this new schedule thing, so hopefully it works out for me. Once again, check me out on stream. You link down below. You know, I don't have to repeat it. Yeah, have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Remember, keep on the grind, work on your craft, be successful. I'll see you guys next time. Later.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. Post-production editor Chris here. There was a point I forgot to mention earlier in the video where you should always be yourself and talk about the things you want to talk about, and then use that to develop your personality and perfect it. There, I said it. Thank you for watching, guys, and getting this far. I'll see you next time. Later.
Yes, Dad.
No.